how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough, you know. No family, no husband.
Oh, Atten, are you coming on to me? No tougher than enduring your false sympathy while you're staring at my chest, bruh. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is HMO4 Gaming. Welcome you back, finally, to Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the last episode, we made it here to the administration level, freed Atten from his suspect, let's just say, prison sentence, and we're here now trying to find our way off the administration level. And we made contact with the little droid down below, and he might be doing some things. We're gonna click on that console and check in on him to see if he has a way off this level. And if you're excited for that, please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. And you're probably wondering, does this mean that the restored content is back? No. With the recent news that the Knights of the Old Republic, I almost said 2, the Knights of the Old Republic remake is basically on an indefinite delay because Aspire, I guess, wasn't doing what they needed to do in order to show off that game in a good light. The development has been taken away from them and given to another studio, so I don't think Aspire's having a good time right now, and getting a restored content for a 20-year-old game they ported over to the Switch is probably not on their priority. So we're just going to play the game as intended and play the game that I know, because I've only ever played the vanilla-based console version. So we're still going to have a fun time. And if we're here on the Peragus console, command override, check some logs.
Tracked the freighter in. Was lucky it wasn't destroyed when it drifted into the asteroid field. Not much on board. One damaged droid, one annoying protocol droid, and a lot of bodies. Sent the survivor to medical and the others to the morgue. Didn't recognize the ship's ID code, so we transmitted it to the Republic for some answers.
Look at this dude's
Questioned
eyes.
the protocol droid about what happened.
His eyes are
Says
just
his
bugging
master,
out of his head.
the survivor, I guess, was on the Republic ship the Harbinger when it suffered an engine failure. He says the survivor was a passenger on the vessel and a Jedi. If so, that's gonna mean true. Inventoried the bodies and cargo. Everything matches the protocol droid's story. The T3 droid had seized up, so we left it in storage in standby mode. Don't know what code will access it. It could be it's voice activated for all we know. We put the protocol droid to work in maintenance, sorting the mining droid comm routines and updating the recognition sensors. And to shut him up. When the survivor recovers, hopefully we can get him off this station before there's trouble between the work shifts. Word of the Jedi leaked out and the miners aren't sure what to do with her. Quarter's mining crew wanted us to collect the creds for the bounty the Exchange has on Jedi, but I put a stop to that. We're contacting Telos to get the Republic records on the Jedi, but nobody will know word from the Republic. But I've sent out a broadcom transmission for records on this Ebon Hawk. One of the miners said it used to be a smuggling vessel. Accidents are making the miners restless. The droid behavior course must be undergoing some kind of binary decay. 2 miners were drilled by a droid's mining laser, and those blasts in the ventilation tunnels nearly caused the whole facility to blow.
Yeah, so in short, not a very good time going on all around the Peragus. There's no response from the dormitories. How about Hangar Bay 25? As you access Hangar Bay 25, there's a series of low-pitched whistles and beeps. It sounds as if there is a utility droid on the other end. Can you read me? Do-de-dee-beep-beep. Do a diagnostic and follow my instructions. Beep-weep-beep-beep. I need another route off this level now. We're trapped on the administration level. Can you unlock the turbo lifts by chance? Do reap, be reap. There must be an emergency hatch. Try and find one. There's another way up besides the turbo lifts. Emergency hatch, please. D-deep, be-whoop-beep. Actually, cancel that now. I'd rather risk that than trapped up here. And now we get to take over as everyone's favorite protocol droid, T3M4. As we look at the ominous loading screen that tells us what kind of enemies we might be facing here. And that general update's just basically saying, hey, you're T3 now. And now we get to listen to his annoying as he walks around all over the floor. So that's sonic grenades, there's some rubble. We basically have to go all the way down this way in order to get some grenades to open up a door, which is very interesting. Basically, we can't get through this door right now because, well, even if I shoot it. Yep, someone has purposely willed the door shut. You need something to blast it open. So, and we can't go this way yet because... Oh. Never mind. Here I thought you actually had to go that way. So what's stopping us from going this way first? It's been a while. Even though I know Peragus, there's a lot of mods that people just literally just mod it so you don't even have to do this tutorial island, as you will, for most games. I mean, it's a decent tutorial. It sets up who we're fighting for and gets you to use all the mechanics and all that, but does it go on for too long? Especially if you have no idea what you're doing? Yeah, it does. Peragus hangar damage, repair. There seems to be a part removed from the console. A laser drill has used a number of subsystems. And yeah, I can't do anything. Yeah. You need the part. It's somewhere around here. And I guess until we go the way the game wants us to go, we don't have any other things in order to get progressed. So let's take a look at T3 really quick. He's just got a shock arm, which is unlimited uses, so he is his own Sith Lord. He is the mechanized menace with his shock arm, which is electrical damage, which is very good. Might as well put on this upgrade for him, why not? And he has his little blasting laser, which we're not going to be using whatsoever. Because we're facing a bunch of droids. And what do droids not like that we learned from Knights of the Old Republic 1, that Let's Play? Well, they don't necessarily like being shocked. They do not, whatsoever. And since T3 has unlimited uses when it comes to his shock arm, yeah, we're going to be using that the entire time. And there's actually something coming up on some of these machines that's even more hilarious. Little puppy is and as we continue on shocking people, sorry about the cut there, my little beagle puppy got into something and scared himself and started howling. It's always very cute, not very good for videos. As we descend the lower levels here in order to get to this next pipeline. And why are we coming down here, like I said earlier, well, like the game said earlier, is that we're looking for something to blow open a certain door. And when, well, what? I was like, whoa, frame rate. I was like, this game isn't that intensive. And we're just gonna shock people. We're not gonna do anything too crazy. Shock that guy. Shoot that guy. That guy's dead. And this corpse has some mines. Fuel the fuel lines, and I found 3 sonic charge attached inside. I checked the work logs, the only droids have been down in the area. I tried to contact security as soon as I found explosives, but I can't even get a signal through. I've removed the remote detonator, and I'll keep the explosives on me until I can put them in a secure locker in the hangar. Well, I died. Damn. Sucks to be him, but he's very useful. His holding on to grenades and taking out the detonators will not go in vain. And that's pretty much all we needed from down here. Let's head back up. And now this is where the game thinks it's going to be cool, where we're going to send more spider droids at us. But now, we're got a red tint. Be afraid. But unfortunately, those shields block energy weapons, which is our pistols. But we're using our shock arm, which is electrical damage. Sucks to be them. So you may think, oh, these guys are probably tougher. Nah, they're the same ones, except now they have enough. See, look at our little attack doesn't do anything because it just bounces right off them because they have the shield up. But yeah, our little stun gun is still too much for them. And as we head back up, now that we have those mines, we can open up that door. And we can meet a certain friend that we didn't really do too much and really didn't care too much. Also, and just like the first game, you can put your face right in the mine. Does not matter. Oh look, it's 3CFD, the tutorial helper dude. The utility droid looks as if it has suffered irreparable damage. Irreparable. Very good word. Add it to your dictionaries. Alright, let's go. And we get a bunch of stuff. You get a flamethrower thing, but still nothing is as good as his shock arm, unfortunately, because you get unlimited uses, and electrical damage does a number on all the droids here. I forget what's really... There's really nothing in here. We literally had to open this for tutorial purposes. And to say, member 3CFD? Member? I remember. That's pretty much all that was there for. And now that we've done that, and if we go to the console this time, somehow there's miraculously more options now. Repair. Several parts have been removed. And we can't. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm just misremembering. I keep thinking you have to go up there to at least open this door. But I guess not. You can just open it yourself. Oh. It's magnetically sealed and there's no managed security. Explosives will open it. You need to override it from the console. Oh, really? Do I really have to, like, go up to there, figure that out? Now I have an option? No. Oh, but that worked now all of a sudden. Also, don't access the hangar bay layout unless you're playing the PC version. The console version's maps are just automatically revealed to you, so there's really no point in ever doing that. I should say the console versions. It was the same thing back in the day on like the Xbox version, the original Xbox version, but for whatever reason, these little remakes or ports, yeah, they just kind of remove the fog of war, so now you don't know where you've been because now the whole map is just revealed for some reason. And, you know, access taking off procedures. All incoming and outgoing freighters need orbital drift charge transmitted Peragus in order to navigate the asteroid field surrounding the mining colony. Without it, any entering a vessel, leaving Peragus, or leaving or entering vehicle, actually, will be in danger of getting destroyed. Transmit the drift charge to the Ebon Hawk. Download error. Navigational computer is locking the Ebon Hawk down. Damn. Also, the hangar logs for this, I didn't really want to bore. I just like the dude with the bulging eyes. He's just basically going to say, I don't know what's going on. The droids all of a sudden have orders to repair the Ebon Hawk ship. Who the hell's doing that? Is it the Jedi? No, he's up in the tank. How is he able to do that? Yeah, pretty much. There's something else going on here, but for our purposes right now, we just want to check status, emergency lockdown. And we can't open up the hangar door 25 because we're missing that conduit, so don't waste your spikes. Open up to the fuel depot. And don't really worry too much about your spikes and repair parts. This game literally throws them at you, which we'll get into later on, which is going to be fun. The only things you really are kind of get pitfalls in this game is just making sure your companions are loyal and you do things in the correct order to get them loyal as soon as possible to do some things. We'll get into what those things are. Other than that, combat, back when I was a dumb kid, I had no idea of any stats. I was like, I have big sword. I put feet in fury. Fury good. And that's pretty much all I did. I didn't really look at, you know, the upgrades for the lightsabers, critical damage, force powers. Even when I was a kid, I mean, as soon as you get a certain amount of levels, your force powers are just doing so much. It's like, you look at your lightsaber and you're like, huh, I have this lightsaber. I'm gonna kill people. And then you're like, oh, my force lightning is melting people before they can even get close to me. Sad face. I know I'm just talking over all this intense moment of not knowing where to go in this facility. But it's okay, because as long as you're following this, you know exactly where to go. What? Oh, this is just a tutorial that says, oh, your security skill could be high enough, but sometimes it's random. Try it again. Huzzah! We got it that time. We got some, a power cell for a gun. We're not going to really worry about guns for too long, because even the companions that we have here on Peragus are all going to be swordy boys. Because we definitely don't want anyone using guns. Gun Jedi is a very, very, you know, viable thing to do. But I'm gonna play Star Wars. I want the laser sword. Thank you. All right, so everything is off limits. That's those little shields are leading to the other side, over to sort of where we need to get to. We'll be going over there momentarily once we get this door open. That's the console we need to open up the dormitory turbolift. This little thing leads down to a fuel depot that needs to be opened if a ship docks. I don't know what the odds of a ship docking are, but, you know, if that ever does, we'll get the shield down. And then, hey, look, there's a free run to the hangar. I'm only pointing all that stuff out just in case you're wondering how we get out of here at the very end of it. That's pretty much how. And, you know, it's also nice to... Oh, that's how we did it. All these shields are open. Cool. Yeah, it's pretty much what we're doing. Call up emergency schematics, open up a hatch to the Peragus administration level. And there's just cameras and stuff. There's really nothing else going on. So, let's log out and head back up and see my new master. Or not. D-reep, beep beep. Well, T3's dead.
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough. You know, no family, no husband.
Oh, Atten, are you coming on to me? No tougher than enduring your false sympathy while you're staring at my chest, bruh.
Hey, I wasn't trying...
Likely story.
Hey, what do you know? A little cargo cylinder came through.
See, looks like it, but strange. He didn't contact us on the comm.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar.
Turbo lifts are locked down manually, so I had to open up the emergency hatch.
Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels.
That's
Are
the
you?
plan.
That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Idiot I may be, but we're going to be doing that. Also, doesn't matter how recently this has been ported, I still remember that little glitch that the little black bars forgot to load up on the top. Hilarious. Also, no, we're not smelling our own farts and basically saying, a Jedi's life is a sacrifice. Besides, someone's got to save our skins. No, we're a realist here. It's dangerous in those tunnels. You're the one going, not me. No, we're not going to be mean to Atten. Atten's pretty cool. Maybe, but it's the only way out, and it's better if I risk my life than yours.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. Alright, I'll try to monitor things from up here. Now be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself.
He says this, but, you know, your concern is noted. I'll be going now.
I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
You have received a comm link. Party members of others may use it to contact you to help you or provide information. And we got the comm link and some life side points. And now we can head on to that one turbo lift and head down to the fuel lines in order to find a way to open the emergency hatch, in order to maybe possibly get over to the dormitories to see what's going on over there, see if anyone's still left alive. This is the door we need to go to now that it's open, but before we do that, let's see if Krea's got anything to say. Hey Krea, we got some things going.
Yes? What have you found?
The patient in the med bay were killed, but oh, okay, that's already keep going. Do you have anything going on?
Ah, yes, I noticed that as well. It may be that our proximity during our long slumber may have had unforeseen consequences.
Unforeseen consequences.
We seem to be able to speak without speaking. Perhaps this effect will pass with time. Then hope that we have little to say to each other, lest it prove distracting.
Okay. Yeah, no. Nothing. Also, that's just foreshadowing for something that we currently have that we can't see yet until she actually, spoiler alert, joins our party. Alright, now let's head down to the fuel depot. Mining tunnels, that's what it is. Alright, and along with that little husband thing that Atten said in that cutscene that obviously is exclusive to the female protagonist, coming up is one of the better known things if you choose a female character in this game. Barely, there's a lot of static. If you choose this, he's like, what?
There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Peragus fuel depot. If the passages haven't collapsed, that explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down.
I'll be careful. If you detect anything, signal me.
Will do. And be careful down there.
Alright. And the supplies he meant is right here. And we got a miner's uniform, some med gear, survey gear, so basically some clothes. Like I said, I think there's a few times in Knights of the Old Republic 1 that you can hurry up and pause and change, and you'll have it in the cutscene. I don't know, it's just something to do because you're nerding out and just like playing the game that way, but... Ooh, we can. I don't think it matters, but I just like, before the thing goes into another cutscene, try and outsmart the thing. Also, slap on the safety harness. Screw sneaking around. We're gonna need to pick up all the mines.
Find the emergency supplies?
Yeah, it looks like there's some clothes at, and great.
Damn it. I mean, good to hear. No sense in you running around half naked.
20 years on, it's still
distracting,
funny as hell.
I mean, for the droids. But there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
Alright, is there any kind of mining energy shield in the crate too? What do you make of that?
Yeah, it's like a military-issue energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever, and certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids.
Sounds useful. How do I use it?
Just equip it on your wrist, and then you can activate it like a med pack. Again, it won't last forever, so make it count.
Anything else? Understood. I said
one
that
more
in the
thing.
wrong order.
I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
That's fine. They're garbage anyway. Any advice for taking them on?
Well, these are construction models. They shoot like a moisture farmer militia. Since they rely on ranged weapons, get in close with a melee weapon and start bashing them. In close combat, the guy with the vibro blade has the edge over the guy with the rifle, droid or not. Otherwise, just drill them from a distance. If they're not shielded, that is.
Shielded?
Yeah, it's possible some of the droid models may have mining shields on. If so, the shields may absorb laser fire. You can usually tell when a shield is active. It'll make an electrical field around the target. If they activate a shield, the best thing you can do is hit them with a melee weapon or try to burn out the shield with continual fire. But that could take a while, and it leaves you a target.
That's fine. Don't worry.
There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Alright. And that's ultimately where we're going as we make our way in here to do a lot of combat, a lot of talking about min-maxing our stats, and getting to the end and finding our way over to kind of like an administration level, trying to get over to the dormitories. And I hope you join me for that, as our return to Knights of the Old Republic 2 continues. And I hope you enjoyed. Please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. And as always, until next time, I have been Adam, this has been HM04 Gaming, and this has been Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a great day.